What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Heart to Heart podcast. Um, just want to talk to you guys, man, about life right quick. Realize that life gonna mess up. Maybe you have messed up. So now what? Messed up. Maybe you were drinking while driving. Maybe you were out there soliciting prostitution, gambling. Maybe you hurt someone. Maybe you've done something that you know you shouldn't have done and you messed up. Messing up is part of life, man. Sometimes it can be unforgiving, especially the justice system. The justice system can be very unforgiving when you mess up, especially as a black man. Sometimes takes only one time to mess up as a black man, and they'll throw you in prison. So that's something to understand, that if you do mess up, now what? We're all human. So if we're all human, why are we judged so harshly when we mess up? Most of it can be dated down to discipline. So my father didn't raise me, and I don't think his father raised him. So it's a perpetual cycle. No fathers around to raise the sons. So the sons grow up with a lot of undisciplined ways. And I'm not saying this is an excuse, but I'm giving you theory and reason why there's a lot of undisciplined young men running around, still trying to figure out how to be men. And one way is, when you mess up, you'll realize that you'll just more times judge yourself harshly or more harder than anyone else. And that in itself is a killing blow. Life is hard enough with other people judging, that you judge yourself harder. So that's one thing to understand. But another thing to understand and think about is, when you mess up, the first thing you should do is you got to own up to it. You got to own up to your mess up and say, okay, I did it. I messed up. Don't run from it. Own up to it. It could be something terrible. It could be you at work and you messed up because you're texting at work and you messed up something and your boss is questioning you. Or, I got a good example. I know somebody who got pulled over for texting while they're driving, and the state trooper asked them. They said, "I seen you texting while you're driving," and the first instinct of the person was to say, "No, I wasn't." And then the state trooper asked him again, "Are you going to lie to me?" And the character of this person was a good character, and it was strong. And they finally told the truth and told the state trooper, "Yes, I was texting while I was driving." And the state trooper got on him and gave him a lecture. But guess what? The state trooper commended that person for telling the truth and owning up to their mess up. And the state trooper let him go without any type of ticket, without anything like that. So own up to your mistakes, own up to your mess ups, because it's just a part of life that we mess up. It's nothing wrong with owning up to your mistakes, man. I own up to my mistakes. If I mess up, I'm gonna own up to my mistakes, and I'm gonna make it right. If I mess up something, or I hurt someone, I make sure to make it right. And don't leave people in the mess. Don't leave myself in the mess. Don't leave people who I may have hurt or you may have hurt. And situations where they are basically just hurting. So make sure you fix your wrongs. Fix your wrongs, guys. Don't leave people out here just hurt. Because in life, what goes around comes around. It's called karma. So once you fix a wrong that you have done, karma is going to set in and make sure that when wrong is done to you, that you don't have to sit there and worry about if something's going to work out for you or not, because karma is going to make sure it comes around. And second, guys, you've messed up in life. What you want to do is you want to forgive yourself. After you fixed it, after you owned up and fixed the problem, you want to forgive yourself. Others might not forgive you as quick as you can forgive yourself, but there's no reason you should not be forgiving yourself and adding more added stress to yourself than what is needed. Because a strong man is going to forgive himself after he's know that he owned up to what he's done, and also he has went out his way to fix the problem. He should also forgive himself and wait for others to forgive you, but forgive yourself and walk away from problems. Some people might not want you to forget what were the problems or the situation that you've done to them, or what you've done that you messed up with. They might constantly remind you, friends and family. Well, guess what? You got to walk away from them. Some friends and family you got to walk away from. Some friends and family want to remind you of your mistakes that you've done in life, and they want to keep you in a perpetual mind state of just basically guilt. And if you know that you owned up and fixed the problem, and also you forgiving yourself, and someone else wants to continue to remind you of your mess up or the past, and they want to stay in the past, you got to walk away. Don't be afraid to walk away from people who want to constantly remind you of something that you have fixed, a problem, a mess up. So that's something you got to understand in life. And right now we traveling through California, heading out of California, man, heading back to the East Coast. And I'm loving it, man. I love every day of it, man. You can like, comment, subscribe to the Hart to Hart podcast. Also, I have a link down below for the podcast. And also I have videos of how to invest, and also in the link down below, all in the description. So I linked a whole bunch of links in the description for you guys. And these are all access features for anybody who joins my channel. You can visit www.demarcusduhart.com, and my podcast Hart to Hart is on Spotify. So you subscribe there or follow me there, man. Like I said, man, gotta forgive yourself. This life that we live is too short to be held up with regrets, to be held up with not forgiving yourself, not owning up to your mess ups. If you messed up, everybody messed up. Own up to it. Fix your problem. Too many people get stuck right there at the beginning. Owning up and fixing the problem. Own up, fix the problem, and forgive yourself. And walk away from that problem. You're not that man no more, and you're not that woman no more. Don't let people try to remind you of that you did this to them, or you've done something wrong, and you're this person. No. You vow to yourself you're not that person. You walked away from that, and and by God, you might have to walk away from them. And there's nothing wrong with that. To protect your peace And it's very important. So realize that. And I want you guys to have a blessed day, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.